Today I am going to show you some scenario regarding storage procedure. Okay, so same scenario will debug also.
Venkat, this is Srini here.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, from hi, sir. From session 7, 8, and 9 related notepads we haven't received.
Yeah. Yesterday they sent one mail, right?
No, I haven't received anything.
1 minute. You didn't got mail.
No.
Okay. Just actually I already sent mail to them. Right. I'll talk with them. Email failed due to size. Irfan is saying email failed. No, that is not. Okay, maybe I'll talk with them. Otherwise, we will upload in Google Docs.
Okay.
Actually, these are all. I sent you 12 attachments. These are all comments, DB. These are all. So maybe I'll check with them. Okay. Let us start our session. I'm opening HANA Studio. HANA Studio. On a modeling perspective. Both the DB server. Console. Take one example. This is SAP certification example. Actually, SAP given this example. So let us see. I'm creating one table. There are 3 tables. Like if you talk about the functionality of this processes, there will be 3 tables: product table, okay, and region table and sales table. Product table will have product ID, product name. Region table will have region ID, sub-region name and region name. Okay, sales table will have product ID, reason ID and sales. Now you want to take the output aggregation of sales, and against sales you want region names, product names. Means names are in master table, sales is transaction table. So you have to link these tables with a join, okay, using a SQL script, and you have to get the final table with the text. Okay. Now first I am creating one table, product table and reason table and sales table. Just at a stage I am doing that. Sales table. So 3 tables I am creating. Got created. Data also updated. You want to see? Okay. Product, region, sales. These 3 tables. We see data. Data is available. Now I want to create a table type. In procedure we discussed about table type. Table type is a global internal table. It is similar to global internal table. So I want to create a table type I am creating with the sales amount and product name and region name. Okay, this region name from region table, product name from product table. I am taking these 3 parts. Okay, now I want to create a procedure. You want to create a procedure, create procedure, procedure name, demo procedure. Output is a table, already created table type. Okay, so here if you see this logic, what I am doing, I am selecting joining sales table and region table. Okay, I am extracting data by joining select table, region table and sales table. Okay, and after getting the region data, that variable 1 we are using as a selection. Okay, that variable 1 and product table, both you are combining. You are linking with the variable 1 table. That is the main advantage of SQL script. Okay, whatever data you extracted, that memory will taken as a table only. Okay, now if you see here, I am selecting the product hierarchy, product name from where to. After that, output table, I am doing aggregation of sales amount, order by product name and reason name. Sorry, group by product name and reason name. I'm selecting the data group by product name and region name. Are you clear? So let me create the procedure. After that, let us debug the procedure. Okay, now I'm running this. Okay, we created. Now, if you call that procedure, you can get output. Call procedure, procedure name. So call. This is the output. Okay. It is getting data from the product table, linking with the sales, like region table with the linking with the sales. Whatever output generated, that is linking with the products, and after products we are doing the aggregation on the table. Okay, let us go to debugging. I hope everybody is clear. Any queries you can ask. Okay, I'm continuing. So let us go to the debugging perspective. I'm going to debug perspective. Okay. In debugging perspective, you have to do the configuration, debugging configuration. Okay, if you want to debug anything, you have to do the debugging configuration. Then only it will allow. Now in debugging configuration, just you have to check the debugger. Debugging, just if you see, we'll have debugging configuration, you have to select the storage procedure. Stored procedure, SAP HANA stored procedure. Okay, from where you are planning for catalog schema. Session is not required. You want to give any input parameters? You can give input parameters. Done.
So this Venkat, this configuration will work once for this procedure. Or
Each procedure you have to create.
each procedure is okay, and again for one instance and for one run it will work, or every time if you run the procedure it will open in debug mode only until and unless we need to go and do something like.
You have to select. Like
okay.
I put this one. Demo. Sorry, local procedure. Right. See, I'm doing other way. Close. Now here we will put breakpoint. Where is the procedure? I have to open that procedure.
We need refresh.
Yeah.
level refresh.
Sorry. Yeah, demo procedure. You put breakpoint here. Here. Start debugging. See, debugger. Now it's in variable 1. Okay, so you can able to see the breakpoints. These are the line 7, 13, 19. There are different places are there breakpoints. Just you can see here. And here F5, F6 is not there. Only F8 is there. So you have to click on F8. So variable 1. If you click on variable 1, till now variable 1 having no existence because it is creating runtime. So if you click on variable 1 also, there is no response. Okay, now if I click on F8, if you click on F8, this will come. So variable 1, if you want to display the values, open in data preview. The data is opened here. Again F8. Again F8. You can able to see variable 2. Again F8. Output. Okay, this is the way. So you can debug how data is flowing. We can able to debug. So for that you have to create a procedure. For procedure you have to make the configuration. Stored procedure configuration. After doing the configuration, you can debug. Clear? Any doubt?
Actually, there is a statement called drop procedure before. Is it like something like other, like whether already existing demo, that procedure will be deleted, then freshly created? That.
Suppose if not only procedure, table, view or anything, if it is already existing, if you want to delete, drop. Okay, drop
Just
procedure and like delete only. So always while creating procedure or anything, while practicing, it is better to habituate drop object name and create. Unnecessary errors won't come. Any junk data, any old values are there, that will be deleted. Old object is there. Okay. For your practice purpose, you create one schema. Okay, you create one own schema, create schema, and in that schema you develop all your objects, so you can have reference.
Correct.
Now I'm going to discuss about CE function, calculated engine function. That is the actually SAP 4 years back is SAP recommending for that. Now SAP is not recommending to go for, it is not recommended to go for CE functions. Actually CE functions are like predefined functions. It is like I'll show you about the CE functions. Initially when SAP is supporting for BW HANA and Sidecar HANA, that time SAP is recommending to go for CE functions. Current scenarios, SAP is recommended to go for OpenSQL only. Okay, not CE functions. Irfan is asking when we write this in ABAP is ABAP debugger. Okay, suppose if you are writing these procedures in ABAP, that debugging, that is inside the class method. So like how you are debugging class and methods, in that way you can debug. Okay, this is only DB environment, database environment. Okay, that is ABAP environment. Although we are writing specifically although we are writing specific code for SQL script in the ABAP program, but that actually that is ABAP program. So how you are debugging ABAP program, in the same way only you can debug the AMDP. So I'll come to that. Before that, let me explain about CE function. HANA CE functions. Actually CE function, you know, actually SAP is not recommending CE functions. Now it is actually, if you are interested, just you can practice for 1 or 2 scenarios, but in real time scenarios we are not using CE functions. Okay, 3 years back we used to we concentrate like SAP. That is a problem with SAP. SAP sometimes will recommend some scenarios or some processes. Immediately after 1 year or 6 months, it will contradict. Okay, don't use that. Okay. Now HANA Studio also. Now SAP is supporting HANA Studio, and in future what SAP is saying is everything will be in Web IDE. HANA Studio is not going to support after 2-3 years. Okay, and no announcements are happening in HANA Studio. That is a problem. SAP started with some languages like River. There are so many products they released. Immediately they are taking back. That's why clients also not insisting on SAP. So they are waiting for 2-3 years. Everything is stabilized. After getting confidence on that product, then only they are going for implementation. Now S4HANA also same thing. They are waited for 2-3 years. Just now, last 3 months, implementations are started. Okay, so CE functions are very much success in OLAP. After Business Suite on HANA, OLAP, OLTP together. After that, SAP is recommended to go for OpenSQL. Now let me explain about CE function. HANA calculated engine functions or CE functions are the mechanism introduced from SP2, which will allow the direct access to column store. As you told, SAP HANA is column store. So in column store, CE functions are so much useful. So CE functions directly controls on columns. Normal SQL will write different query, row based and SQL queries, row based query, and column functions, CE functions are column based queries. Okay, so we can directly access the columns. Okay, CE functions always runs as a column engine, so it will get the fastest results in aggregations or analytical. Okay, this is very efficient for column based tables. Okay. So CE functions also one of the SQL part. Here the problem with CE functions is the syntax. Syntax is little complex. Okay, it will like where we have to use single quotation, where we have to use double quotation, triple quotation. There are different syntaxes are there, so it will make confusion to the user or developer. Okay, after releasing the Business Suite on HANA in 2013, SAP started withdrawn support for CE function gradually, because if you have Business Suite on HANA, OLAP and OLTP together, that time mostly we are trying to develop applications like OpenSQL related interfaces. So SAP is recommended OpenSQL related code rather than CE functions. Okay, so after SP6 onwards, SAP is withdrawing support for CE functions. Okay, so the people who are having BW HANA, okay, those times SAP CE functions are more popular. Okay, now Business Suite HANA OpenSQL is popular. Okay, after introduction of calculation view, analytical views, modeling, and CE functions are they are withdrawn. SAP withdrawn the support CE functions because there are other products which are more powerful than CE functions, calculation views, analytical views. Okay. CE functions are very important in previous implementations, but now CE functions are no more useful. Okay, but if you going for any interview, maybe some of the scenarios they ask about the CE functions. You have to in a position to explain about CE functions. Like CE functions is the one of the HANA SQL statements. There we will write, it will execute on the calculate column engine. Okay, it is introduced in SP2. Something you have to talk about CE functions. Okay, so let me show you the CE functions. CE functions also called as CE operators. Okay, CE functions are executed in calculation engine. The CE functions are having more performance than normal SQL statement. And CE functions are very simple, like no need to write long SQL queries. Just with 2-3 words you can finish the CE functions. So if you talk about difference between the CE functions, like select table. Select table, if you take, select field A, field B, field C from table name. But CE function, CE column table in bracket, table name and field names. Okay, are you got clarity? This is the CE functions. Select query will write as a statement. Here we'll write as a like function. It is like a calling a function. Any doubt? So I'll show you small examples. See, if you are writing normal SQL, variable out equal to select fields from table group by. Now, if you are doing same in CE function, variable OLAP equal to CE OLAP, that view name, we'll create a OLAP view, and on top of OLAP view, we are creating CE projection fields. Okay, this is the first table name, next field names. Okay, so while grouping, we will select table level, grouping will be happen. So there are different CE functions are there: CE column table, CE join view, CE OLAP view, CE calculation view. Okay, CE joins, left outer join, right outer join, full outer join. These are all CE functions. Okay, in SAP documentation also there are lot of documentation is available in CE functions, but now practicing CE functions is no use. But to make you comfort, just try 1 or 2 scenarios, simple scenarios like a table, CE join table, or column table, something small scenarios, 1 or 2 scenarios you generate, and you try to get from the result from the tables. select star ABC from the column table. This is the difference. So let me show you small examples. See function. CE column table. Okay. So we will create a procedure above demo column table. Inside the procedure, output equal to CE column table. Just means we are selecting all the records from the table. Okay, if you want to specify any records, CE column table above table name and field names, specific fields. Clear? Just you try one or two scenarios. Let me do one scenario. The practice is not required as per SAP recommendation. C functions are no way useful. So just to go through theory and one or two scenarios just to practice from your code. Okay. Just I'll send you this file also. Just to go through this and you try to do one table and column store table you have to create and you try one or two scenarios. Okay. No need to concentrate much on calculated engine. But in interviews, you should not be like first time you are hearing about a CE function. You should not give expression like you never know about CE function before. Okay, at least you have idea and long back you worked on CE functions and now CE functions are not supported. You have to tell about the concept of CE functions and what is the definition of CE functions. Everything you have to explain in detail.
Okay.
Now, let us go to EMDP. Okay, I'll discuss theory and practical. I'll explain tomorrow. Okay. AMDP, ABAP Managed Database Procedures. Okay, AMDP, ABAP Managed Database Procedure. This is also very important topic. Like while going for HANA migration or while doing HANA implementations, this is also one of the regular development concept we handle when there is a complex logic involved in the program. Okay, now okay, here let us discuss about the definition. What are the AMDPs? ABAP Managed Database Procedures are the new features in ABAP, AS ABAP. Okay, so one thing you have to keep in mind, HANA, whenever HANA introduced as a DB, Okay, HANA introduced as a HANA DB and BW HANA. That time there is no link between Business Suite and HANA. HANA is introduced as a separate database. So that time developments are different. After introducing of Business Suite and HANA, means OLAP and OLTP merged together in a single system, the development concept got changed. So these are AMDP and CDS, HANA, ABAP CDS use. These are all increased like importance after Business Suite and HANA. Okay, so here we can, in this concept, we can able to write ABAP program, okay, which will consume the SQL script. We can write ABAP program like ABAP class or program like ABAP object which can consume the SQL script. Normally in ABAP editor we cannot write SQL script because it cannot interpret. That's why if you are talking about native SQL, in native SQL what we do, in native SQL we write a ABAP code, okay, but while writing native SQL code we will write EXCC and EXCC. Okay, between EXCC and EXCC we will write the SQL code. Here also inside that class method we can write SQL script code. We'll see how to do that. Okay, so this is the procedure which is developed in ABAP environment and executed in DB environment. And whenever you create a procedure AMDP in ABAP layer, respective database procedure will be created at the DB level. Okay, suppose in AMDP we created a method called add, okay, add numbers, and we created that. Okay, for that procedure, okay, for that class there will be one procedure in backend. Suppose you created a class object that is created as a AMDP, ABAP managed database procedure. Okay, for that respective DB procedure will be created in backend. I'll explain that. Theoretically it is difficult to understand, but I'll show you some scenario and how we create AMDP class and inside that method, for that respective method, how SAP created a backend database. Okay, now AMDP is allowed to create, execute directly in ABAP. So if you are talking about CDS use or AMDP, previously while standalone HANA or BW HANA, we used to create SAP HANA views. Okay, SAP database procedure which is considered as a database procedure proxies. Now we are using top-down approach. Top-down approach means CDS are created as a ABAP CDS that automatically backend respect to HANA CDS is going to create, and in SAP ABAP layer we are creating AMDP. Okay, respective database procedure will be created inside the database. Okay, now previously if you talk about HANA, BW HANA or standalone HANA, that time we used to create database procedure in DB level. For that database procedure we used to create a database procedure proxy. Okay, we used to create a database procedure proxies. Database procedures will be transported separately using delivery unit. Okay, we used to create a database procedure in DB level. For the database procedure, we used to create a database procedure proxies. But now we are developing at ABAP layer only. Respect to database procedure will be created automatically in database. The disadvantage of this method is we create procedure separately. We'll transport the procedure with the delivery unit as a DB object. Database procedure created ABAP layer. Okay, we'll transport with transport request organization. Sometimes there may be chance of there will be chance of availability of database procedure, but proxy won't be available because of mistransportation. Okay, sometimes database procedure proxy is available, but data procedure will not be available. So that time there will be lot of consistency problem will come. So to avoid that, SAP introduced AMDP. So in DB level you are not writing any code. AS level only you are writing the code. For respect to AS level, you get the data. Okay, no. I'm not getting any response. I'm waiting for it. Just are you understanding? Hello?
Yes, Venkat.
Actually, I'm waiting for your response. That I don't know. Are you like if it is interactive, it will be more effective. Okay?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, just if you have any queries, immediately you can ask. So it will be more helpful for other colleagues also. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, introduction to AMDP. Okay? It will native database procedure we are writing inside the ABAP code. That is first point. Okay. Inside ABAP program, we are not writing ABAP code. Inside ABAP program, we are writing the database procedure code. That is first point. And we will create AMDPs only with HANA Studio. Okay, we can able to create AMDP only with HANA Studio. It is HANA Studio or Eclipse tool. It is not possible to create with SC24. Okay, it is just
And Web ID?
Web IDE is HANA native development. There is no such like environment for ABAP development. SAP is not introduced ABAP environment. Still,
Okay,
DB environment. ABAP environment, it is difficult. Like ABAP environment, GUI, everything need to be there, right? Like DB level.
So even ID, SAP recommends the Web ID, but still for ABAP perspective and for these kind of things, HANA Studio will be still existing. So they're not going to scrap totally. Okay. So we'll be using both.
SAP is saying we are going to replace what SAP's plan is. They want to integrate HANA Web IDE and Fiori Web IDE. These are all Web IDEs together, and they want to make a single environment where we do all the developments web-based, okay, without installations. But I am doubt about ABAP how to handle, like ABAP handling with web environment is different. GUI need to be there. Okay, like if you want to show the tables and if you want to show the smart forms or anything, it is not possible with web based. Okay, all web developments are not possible with web based environment. So we'll see how SAP is supporting that. Okay. So here consumption of will create a AMDP class, and AMDP class methods will be consumed as a normal. There is no difference. We know about ABAP class, right? ABAP class and method. Here also we are using ABAP class and method. Inside method previously used to write ABAP code. Now inside method we are using creating SQL script. That only different. There is no. Okay, we can use as a normal class and methods anywhere, any program you can call that methods. Okay, as usual we will call that methods. There is no difference, but while writing the code only we are giving the differentiation. Okay, so just I'll give quick review. Tomorrow I'll again explain. See, this is a very important. So while creating the AMDP class, public and private session will be there anyway. Here in public session we have to call interface IF AMDP marker HDB. Okay, you have to call like if you want to do ALV report, SLIS. What is type pool SLIS is required. Okay, in C program include stdio.h, something like that. Here this interface is compulsory. Without this interface we cannot create AMDP class. Okay, if you give this interface name, the class will become the AMDP class. Okay, while defining the method there is no change. By seeing the method definition we cannot say this is AMDP method or normal method, because definition is same but implementing the method will different. So suppose if I have one class, in my class I can have 10 methods, 4 methods are AMDP methods, 6 methods are normal methods. I can do that. AMDP class means all methods need not to be the AMDP methods. Okay, 2-3 methods are AMDP method and other methods are normal methods. Okay, while implementing the method, the syntax is normal method implementation, method name and method, just method name and method. But here we are writing the special code, so we have to specify for HDB. Okay, for by database procedure, for HDB, language SQL script, options read only. These are all. Like last session, someone is asking what is the use of this all statement. Use is here. Here it is compulsory. Okay, in SQL console it is not compulsory, because there only we are writing DB level, but here we are writing application server level, but code is DB level. So these are all extensions are compulsory. So
here options read only we are using, just like we are saying the system that we are not going to change any database tables or anything. Exactly. Otherwise lock objects will come into picture, something like that.
Yeah. So unnecessary if you give for modification for external user, unnecessary data misuse may happen. So read only means they cannot alter the data. They can use only for selection. Okay. So read only if you want to put read only. Otherwise you can write modify statements inside the that time read only is not required.
Is it something like by default if you know in action also it's read only?
No. SAP by default it won't have any restrictions. You know about SAP, right? SAP will open. If you say read only, then only read only. Otherwise it is not read only. Okay. You can do anything. Okay. After that you have to call that procedure procedure method. LOMDP procedure. As usual, how you are calling the method same, but the here only difference in creating methods are these are all. And I forgot to ask, like, can you need to take object-oriented session? Is it required? I think Irfan, you are asking for a session, right?
Yeah, for me also it required. Very
Okay,
rarely I used the.
yeah, weekend we'll plan. Okay, weekend we'll plan. So here, just you can understand it is not very complex object-oriented I am using. Just if you know how to create a class and method, that's more than enough. Okay, we are and complex scenarios we are going to discuss SCGW. That time what is the extension class, what is the base class, this concept required. So weekend I'll take session. Okay, not to it.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is the concept. So how to create AMDP class, everything I'll explain tomorrow. Okay, I'll give you one example. So please practice SQL, like SQL script. Suppose if you are not getting document also, these are all SQL scripts are available here only. Okay, so if you see, like I think due to size it might got failed, so I'll talk with them, they will rectify. Actually yesterday only like day before yesterday only sent. So if you are not able to get the document, in meanwhile just you go through the server, okay, HDP system. So in that ABAP, open ABAP schema, inside ABAP schema open procedure. Okay, these are, if you double click you can able to see the procedure code. Okay, if you double click you can able to see the procedure code. Now I written demo BRC, you can able to see the procedure code. Okay, just based on that you do practice. Okay, practice you do in open console, but in real time you will do everything in AMDP inside the class method.
Okay.
Okay. Okay guys, tomorrow I'll explain AMDP end-to-end session. 2-3 scenarios I'll explain you. Just before coming to the class, just to go through the procedure at least and come with some knowledge. Okay.
Thank you very much, Venkat.
Okay guys, I hope everybody is clear about today's session. If any doubt, you can. Geeta and Monica, are you clear?
Yeah, Venkat, yeah, clear.
Yes, Venkat.
Yeah, it is like mathematics. Like, yeah, while theory it is very good, but practicing you have to do a lot of practice. Otherwise,
Yeah, theory wise, all the SQL and whatever you explained today, everything seems simple. Yeah, I'm hoping maybe weekend I can practice. But yeah, I'll try to. I want to practice also.
other if you won't practice, there is no use. Like reading the mathematical solutions. Okay, so without practice, there is no use of having these sessions.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay guys, we'll see you tomorrow, and if possible weekend also I'll planning the sessions. I'll let you know about timings tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Are you available weekend?
Yes, from my end, okay. Seen here.
Yeah.
Yeah, weekend is okay for me also, Venkat. But if we could do it a little early, then because it's 11 o'clock
Yeah.
afternoon.
No, that only. We'll plan same time. This time only we'll plan. Otherwise, is it okay?
This time, yeah, this time would be fine.
This
9 p.m.
maybe Saturday.
Okay, for you morning session, right?
No, for me it will be little tough. Yeah, for me morning session. Saturday morning is little tough. Sunday.
Saturday morning. Okay. like you are from Saturday morning IST or EST?
Only in, I think in our batch only Monica is from EST batch, and other I'm not sure about Irfan.
No, no. Irfan also from EST only. He is from GST. Okay, CST is. Actually, what we plan is Friday evening, Saturday morning we won't take session. Okay, we'll plan for IST Saturday evening and Sunday evening.
Okay, yeah.
Let us plan. Tomorrow we'll decide. Okay. Let me. Okay. Let me see other apartments. Based on that, tomorrow I'll discuss.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.